No, you haven't unraveled the genius of my body double trick yet. You can't be serious. Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double? Yes, I do, but if you think I didn't, then prove it. I think the burden of proof is on you for this one. Either we quit here and Juniper is found guilty, or we play along with Hugh's delusion. Let's go with the least worst choice, but first let me update his testimony, I guess. You'll believe this, but I used a body double. Wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose, my body double did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. So he's happy everywhere except right here. I didn't almost lose. It seems important that the happiness went away in this line, right? Yeah?
Got it!
I didn't almost lose, you say? Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time, except during this statement. You don't know when to give up. Wait, now that I think about it. No, don't. Stop making stuff up! When I left the lecture hall. It was during Professor Mean's pre-trial speech. That's when I moved the body. I then slipped back in just before the verdict. So you're saying you were there the moment your double was about to lose? Yes, I was. Naturally, I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. I figured no one would see me if I came in and went through the doors there.
Objection!
Sykes don't know how much longer will you indulge him in this charade. While it's true that none in the audience might see him go through either of those doors, the faculty seats on the balconies are a different story and have a splendid view. Heh, I thought you could do better than that. The lawyer's bench is on the right side when facing the front of the hall. I used the door on the right side near the lawyer's bench. That means my movements were only visible to someone in the left balcony seat, but that seat was empty at the time, which is only natural. After all, it belonged to Professor Court, and as we all know, she was already dead by then. That can't be right. An empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts this piece of evidence. Which piece of evidence does it contradict? Faculty seat. Oh yeah, that's Professor Means' seat, not Professor Court's. So it shouldn't have been empty, unless Professor Means wasn't there.
Take that!
I've no idea where this contradiction is going, but I don't have any other moves at this point. Guess I'll just have to follow it and see where this takes me. You said the left balcony seat was empty, but was it really? I saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely empty. But what about this diagram? According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be seated in the left balcony seat. But if he left the lecture hall during his pre-trial speech, he would have been standing there at his seat addressing the students and faculty. Ah! Gah! This can't be right! You do no one any favor by exposing the falsities of his confession. Oh, I think we do, because I think that one was true. Professor Means slipped out. What is he up to? There was nobody in the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me. It doesn't seem like he's lying this time. Okay, Mr. O'Connor, let's have you testify again, but this time don't spare any details. You got it. I'll repeat it as many times as you'd like. I mean, my ingenious escape act warrants repeating, considering I'm the real killer. All I really care about is whether that seat was empty or not. Info update. Put the balcony in. The second floor was deserted. Why won't you believe me? It's true, I tell you. Went out to the back door. Then all I had to do was go through the empty audio control room. It leads into the hallway, so it was perfectly capable of moving the body. There's a lot of new stuff here. Why are you sad that this is empty?
Got it!
I detected powerful sadness and fear right after you said this part. It's as if you'd said something you shouldn't have. What's wrong with you? You shouldn't reveal a person's inner feelings for all to see. Mr. O'Connor, it's you who's revealing your inner emotions by the way you speak. Plus, I have a good idea about why you're feeling sad. You're a horrible person. Can't you just leave me be? You said that you went through the empty audio control room, but that's not true, is it? There was someone who returned from there once Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was... I can only assume that we are talking about Miss Juniper.
Take that!
I know you realized there was a problem with your statement as soon as you were saying it. That's why you felt so uneasy. If the audio control room really was empty, that would mean Miss Woods was roaming around the campus. Mr. O'Connor, if you really want to protect Miss Woods, just tell the truth. If you believe in her, revealing the truth is the same as protecting her. Juniper's innocent. That's the truth. But in this dark age of the law, the truth can be easily twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the end justifies the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies. Hugh's heart won't hold out under this battle between truth and lies. Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony? I fear nothing now that I've lost everything. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackwell. Cut me down if you wish. I thought you'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict. Uh-oh. Couldn't have seen this coming.
He broke out of his shackles! Again! I'm just as surprised every time!
I don't want to be the poor accountant down at the detention center. Hugh O'Connor, in deference to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow.
Hold it!
Could you wait just one moment before you cut him down mercilessly, spilling his guts all over? I'm talking to him still.
Silence!
Do not come between a samurai and his foe, Sykes Dono. Eek! I never learned about this in law school. I love the way her braid, coiled up. Careful, prosecutor. Remember that shocking experience you had last time? Very well, Golden Boy may live. For now, soon he will die. Enough already, Mr. O'Connor. Miss Woods would never want you to protect her this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything. Objection. That's where you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. But what does it matter anymore? I might as well tell you everything. This is no doubt news to you, but I am not and never was a genius. Sorry, but I already knew that. Me too.
And don't forget me. Though in all fairness, it was pretty obvious. I could tell you weren't a genius. We're at about the same level, which is, I've adjusted to it. I've accepted it.
Oh, I thought he was a genius at first, but... the stuff he said was crazy. No need to rub it in. Just shut up and listen. It all started several days ago. I accidentally learned that my parents have been paying good money for my grades.
But that's bribery.
So the bribery wasn't Hugh's idea. All of my perfect scores were the product of cold hard cash, not genius. Even worse, when I confronted my parents about it over the phone. Juniper overheard me.
Oh my, what a terrible misunderstanding.
I've been living a lie. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm no genius. I'm completely worthless. No, okay, that's true. Yeah, no, we'll take that. A perfect 0. Oh. No. Yeah, we know. We know all that. Hugh! Even so, I still wanted to make it up to Juniper for disappointing her like that. That's why I wanted to clear her name by pinning the blame on me. I mean, she probably hates me now, so it'd be a relief for her to see me locked away. If you were trying to help her, then why did you testify against her? You were the one who told me to tell the truth yesterday, so I thought if I did, it would help her. He wasn't trying to provoke us? Looks like we seriously misunderstood him, in more ways than one. At the detention center yesterday, Junie was in tears when she opened up to me. But the truth is, the friendship between the three of them is still rock solid. If there was something that could help me prove that to Hugh... Heh, we even have proof of our friendship. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. I know. What about that proof of friendship they mentioned? I wonder where or what it is. I didn't buy it. It's the neck brace. That's the proof of friendship. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world. It's the proof of friendship. Maybe. No, that's definitely it. That band around his neck. Mr. O'Connor, that band around your neck, that's your proof of friendship, isn't it?
Proof of friendship? Is that anything like a proof of purchase barcode? Can I go bloop bloop and it'll tell me how good of a friend you are?
And court evidence is everything. That's why the three friends created friendship bands. It's the evidence that proves their friendship.
Oh, how very interesting and chic.
If they have doubts about their friendship, they can look to the proof they have on hand. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes to his neck when he's pressured. It proves he still has feelings of friendship towards the other two. It doesn't matter if I wear it if those two...
Objection!
But they feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship bands somewhere. Junie and Robin must both feel the same as Hugh. I just know it. Everything Hugh said leads me to believe that. In fact, he may also have just told me that the others wear their proof of friendship. Where they're hard to spot, where they're easy to touch. They want to be touched. All we have to do is think back to their testimonies. Ready? Ah, on the arm? Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. And Miss Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon her friendship with you over something like this. And taking the blame for her will only succeed in making her terribly sad. Now bring in the other two. Let's pull their clothes off, and we're gonna make sure. Whoa. Making some pots.
Robin, those bands of friendship that you made, just for the three of us.
Just for the three of us.
You may have forgotten about them, but not me.
Well, this is stupid. We're all still here. And we're all still friends.
I should have known better than to doubt my best friends.
Fine, we all did it. We all three surrounded her, we stabbed her. We're crazy psychopaths. And together, the Friends 3 murdered our professor. I didn't kill anyone. And I didn't have a body double. I didn't move the body. I didn't even see it. And it may look like I'm speed reading Zen and the Art of Mastering the Bar exam, but I haven't read a single word. I'm just flipping the pages.
Well, you could have fooled me. In fact, you did. I thought you were reading a lot.
Hugh. So, Miss Sykes, can I place my trust in you? I'm gonna save Junie. So yes, you can place your trust in me.
Then you might understand that the witness is recanting his confession.
Yes. Humph, a most roundabout trial. I much prefer the turnabout variety myself. Now we are back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi, which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire time. So we're back to square one. Now I'm exhausted and depressed. Probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix. Let's find out. What's different? Huh? Does this mean... Further resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is nigh.
Objection!
Oh no, we've got somebody else to talk to, buddy. Please wait. What sort of devilry are you up to now? What if our client wasn't the only one without an alibi? The trial would continue, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist?
Yes, we've found someone. It may have seemed like a major roundabout, but Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked this case. There's no more noise. Hugh's telling the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat opposite him really was empty, which means now that there's one person unaccounted for. Mr. Aristotle means.
Bye-bye!
Besides Junie, the only other person without an alibi during the mock trial was Aristotle Means. The balcony seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor? That's right. How many more times do I have to say it? So basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to be during the mock trial.
Silence.
Need I remind you, every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech.
Objection!
I know, and that's not in dispute here. Now, let me explain how a speech could be given from an empty seat. It was pre-recorded. I'm saving just because I haven't saved in a while, not because I feel the need to, like I'm lacking confidence in this. What if the speech was pre-recorded? That's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat. Objection. Wait, are you accusing Professor Means? That's insane! We love Professor Means! I mean, he's the one who gave me the tape recorder. Take this to the police, he said, and tell them you found it. What? Really? Wait a second. Mr. O'Connor, did you say that Professor Means gave that phony recording to you?
Phony? The defense will refrain from hurling unsubstantiated allegations.
Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony? Wow. Who could have seen this development? Tape recorder updated. The voice shouting "You're a goner" as recorded on this tape was dubbed onto it using a line our client said in the mock trial video.
Why, this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence. Why was I not told about this at any other point? Should have come up a lot earlier.
Professor Means gave Hugh the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means has guilt written all over him. Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand. The seat was never empty. 'Twas but an oversight by our dullard of a witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms. Well, we're not going to overlook this oversight. Hi, the Heartless One. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check with Professor Means and see whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. Well, you know, if somebody is accused of something and put in jail, they're probably losing their medical license. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable.
That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter. While a surgeon overlooking critical symptoms is a problem, a witness's oversight, too, must not be overlooked. Thus, as to the matter of whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself.
I agree. Professor Means should be here in the gallery today. Do as you please. Hi, Creepo.
Will you please state your name and occupation for the record?
Certainly. I am Aristotle Means. I teach the lawyer course at Phyllis Legal Academy, and let me add that while I welcome any opportunity to assist with the trial, I don't care for this undue suspicion. Don't worry, Professor. We're just interested in the mock trial video right now. We just need to take another look at that speech you gave. Can we count on your cooperation in this? Very well. If that's all you're interested in, please proceed, Miss Sykes. We need to find some sort of evidence that shows this speech was pre-recorded.
All right, I believe we're ready. Let's roll the video.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. Oh no. I'd forgotten how long and boring his speech was.
Falling asleep.
Humph. Wake me up once this is over. Hey now, no fair. The experiences of our youth have a powerful and profound effect on our adult. Ah, you there. Wake up. Pay attention. Huh? Eek! I'm awake. Isn't that right, Your Honor?
Huh? What? I'm awake too. Wide awake. See? Yes, no, I wasn't dozing.
Once again, our pure white lady Justice will be watching over all of you today. She's not white. She's golden. Pay attention and you may make a difference one day. Now let the mock trial begin. That is about it. One of my better speeches, if I do say so myself. I even saw some of our students with tears in their eyes. He's obviously not familiar with the phrase bored to tears. Listen, Sykes Dono, if you have subjected me to this epic study in tedium without purpose, Taka will feast on your tongue after I've cut it out. No! But you were asleep the whole time.
Well, Miss Sykes, did you notice anything strange about that speech?
Could I please hear that last part again? Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today. There! I finally found what we needed. Professor Means, I have only one question about your speech. Why does that last part we just heard contradict with this? The lady. She the wrong color. The professor said the pure white Lady Justice would be watching over them. But the Lady Justice in the video isn't even close to being white. It's as gold can be.
I'm not sure I can wrap my jaw around that to test its authenticity.
I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. Now, it's true that this statue is pure white, but it broke before the mock trial began. The one you see here is its replacement.
Oh, well, that's a shame on every count.
Ironically, this golden statue sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the white one, meaning the professor wouldn't have made a mistake in its color if he'd been present. It seems that I have caused some confusion, but it was merely an oversight on my part. The statue is in the middle of the room. How could you not know what it looked like? Well, I was in a balcony seat. Furthermore, the statue had previously been white.
I'm afraid this isn't sufficient evidence of the speech being pre-recorded.
We had our answer long ago. The accused was the only one to leave the lecture hall. No, wait! There's gotta be something that can prove that the speech was pre-recorded. According to the mock trial video. Is it on the tape? Is it on the tape that we already have? The speech started here. And ended here. It was a little over 10 minutes, but I doubt anybody wants to be tortured again. It was only a little over 10 minutes? It felt like it went on forever. How'd you figure out how long it was? Easy. There's a timestamp in the top right. All you have to do is subtract the time the speech started from the time it ended. The speech goes from the 10-minute mark to 2035. Wait a minute. I could swear I've seen this same interval of time listed among the evidence. It's on the tape. He used his tape to make the false evidence. Voice print analysis. The tape has about 10 minutes and 35 seconds of noise requiring further testing. So the voice print analysis is what's going to tell us about it, actually. Not the tape recorder, but the analysis. Yeah, there we go. I'd like to take the court to take a look at this.
And this is?
I was close enough. The voice print analysis that proves the voice on the tape recorder belongs to our client.
Yes, but didn't we just establish that the voice on the tape recorder was a fabrication?
We did, but what I'd like to focus on is the noise that is also there. Noise? Yes, the defense believes it resulted when the tape's previous recording was erased. And what do you hope to prove by that? The length of the noise is what's important. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds in all. And what did the timestamp read at the moment Professor Means began his speech?
That would be exactly 10 o'clock. Or exactly 10 minutes.
Now let's forward this long-winded exercise in boredom to the end. Okay, stop! The video's timestamp now reads 2035. Based on this, we know the time it took for the speech alone.
Right, subtract 10 minutes, and you get 10:35. 10 minutes and 35 seconds.
Right, 10 minutes and 35 seconds. The same as the noise on the tape recording. I assume you all understand what this means. Professor Means' pre-recorded speech had been where the noise is now.
Silence.
You seem rather confident, considering this is a mere happenstance match of numbers. But is it really just numbers? The lab is continuing their study of the tape. So far they've found signs of overdubbing. But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased. The police are analyzing the noise as we speak. It won't be long until we know what was originally there. Now I'm sure of it. The professor was trying to create an alibi with the recording by pinning the crime on Junie. Well, he's not going to get away with it. Not on my watch.